say. Imagine somewhere where life will never. No one ever grows old any older. Melodies come with. That's what I live for. A place where love will never cease. Willing to die for. Heaven is where I want to be. That's what I live for. A place where love will never cease. Willing to die for. Heaven is where I want to be.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to Talent Tuesday.
What's up, everybody?
Hello.
Are you
What's up?
taking my job now?
Yes, I am DJ Spen.
The DJ for the day. I'm Kelly Spencer, your host. Welcome back to Talent Tuesday. A little bit of a technical issue today. Apologies for us getting started late. As you can see, we are a little bit pixelated, but we think the audio is okay. Give us some love in the chat if the audio sounds okay. We're going to roll on with it. Technology will do what technology does, but that's all right. All right. Hello. Hey, everybody. What's up, Siobhan? What's up, Kelly Cow? In the chat. Love Note Music. Can you hear us well? All right. Good to see you all. What's up, Sun Chaser DJ? All right. So we are back. We are in the same place. You've been away and I was away.
Yeah.
All right.
So, it's been an interesting month, to say the least.
Well, to say the least. But hopefully we've got 7 really good tunes for you to check out today. Playing behind me is Heaven by our dear Aaron K. Gray, who is one of our guest judges for today. So let's bring out Aaron. Aaron, welcome.
Hey, how are you?
Hey, Aaron. So glad to have you on the show. You are in our artist spotlight. We're very excited to have you on the show, and we're very excited about everything, all your releases on the label. But this Heaven is just gorgeous track. Love it. You're welcome. All right. Also, we have the rest of our Quantize team in the house. Mike Freak, are you in the house?
Yes, I'm here. What's
up, Mike Freak? All right. And
excited for this session.
Yeah, Mike Freak, I think we have some stuff that you will be interested in. I took just a little bit of a peek just went to a tiny listen. I didn't, just a tiny. That's not against the rules. We never said we wouldn't listen in advance. All right. So, Mike Freak, I hope you find something you like today. All right. We've got DJ Renee Melendez coming to us from Virginia down 95 South. What's up, Renee?
Hey, Kelly and Spen and Aaron. Welcome, Aaron. And Mike Freak, how you doing, buddy?
Thank you.
I'm good.
I see you rocking that Aaron K. Gray t-shirt today.
I don't see her. Do you see her? I don't see her.
Hold on. My camera should be working.
Uh-oh.
But you can hear me though, right?
But we see a black spot.
It'll come. I see faith. It's coming. Watch.
We'll work.
That's all my melanin.
Oh my!
That's a lot of melanin.
That's a lot. That's a whole lot
of melanin.
Lord have mercy. That's a lot. Okay.
All right.
Are you working
Are we gonna
it out?
move? Yeah, let her work it out. And who else do we have with us today?
Well, we have Candace. We can't forget about Candace.
No, we cannot. Hi, Candy.
Our head of A&R, Candace McKenzie. What's up, Candace?
Hey,
right.
Kelly. Hey, Spen. How you doing? Hey, Aaron.
Hey,
Hey, Renee.
Renee is there. Trust me, she's really there. She's the invisible lady, right?
Right. And where's Thomas?
The legend.
Yes.
The man, the myth, the legend. It's Thomas Davis.
The English muffin man.
He is rocking the Aaron K. Gray wear as well. I'm a little bit jealous, but I think I'll be getting a shirt very soon. I'm very confident of that. What's up, Tommy? Tommy, we have 7 songs today, And I think I hope you're going to like at least two of them. Because I know sometimes you get a little frustrated. I think we got something for you today, Tommy.
Uh-oh.
I'm good.
Does he have
I'm
technical
good.
difficulties too?
We hear every other word, Tommy.
Yes.
Well, that's because, and I have to keep cutting off the private chat.
The private chat.
Okay.
He has a private chat, ladies and gentlemen.
Right. Okay.
All right. Well, we're
not
going to, we're not going to worry about the technical difficulties. We're going to get through this show because we have some songs for you. Everybody in the chat, please chime in. We want to hear your thoughts. First up today is a track called Love to Groove. It's Talent Tuesday. We are Quantize Recordings. Stay with us.
Yeah,
All
it is
right.
Talent Tuesday, and that is Love to Groove. Right here on the DJ Spen, Twitch, Mixcloud, Talent Tuesday situation with Mr. Sean.
Who is Mr. Sean?
Me.
I don't know him. All right. That was track number 1, Love to Groove. Let's go straight to our VIP guest, Aaron K. Gray. Tell us what you are thinking about this one.
Let's see.
We hear you.
It's different. It's different. I don't know. I think over time, for me, over time, hearing it could probably grow on me a bit more. But it's different. I could see where it is marketable, but I think it'll have to grow on me a bit more.
Yeah. So, as it stands, what number would you give this one?
4.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh, Aaron, look at Aaron. He's a nice, he's new here, guys.
Right.
Talent Tuesday family, I know you're in the house. I see you in the chat. Tell Aaron to just be himself. Tell it like it really is. We're used to it. So Aaron's giving a 4 to that one. That's all right. All right. Let's hear from Tommy Davis on this one. Tommy, is your audio?
No, looks like his audio's muted. Hang on.
Oh, I hear him.
There he goes.
All right. I kind of liked it. It was minimal, but you know, it was well produced. So it was well what they were trying to do. I could actually hear it. It reminded me of a New York record long ago when we were here, Individual Independence. They would do that. I love the vocalist. You know, I love her Russian kind of gospel thing. So I would give it a 7.
A 7?
Or maybe, no, I'm going to give it an 8.
Okay.
An 8.
An 8.
So you didn't feel like there was too many Get Your Grooves on? Just curious.
No, I like it.
You like
you
you like all that getting your groove on, huh? All right. Let's hear from Mike Freak. Mike Freak, were you grooving to this one?
There were some parts that was good. I liked the breakdown. I enjoyed that breakdown. I was hoping to get some more after it. That the breakdown was good. It was done tastefully. That for me was like the highlight. But if the breakdown was the highlight, I was looking for more to bring me, to bring me up there.
Yeah.
And it kind of like stayed at the same lane as the beginning part. So
okay.
Yeah, I wish it would have grown even more like after that, because that was kind of like the money shot and kind of missed it.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So score wise, what's up?
Score wise, I'd give this a 6.
All right.
Okay.
Also on the poll, it's like 50-50, by the way, on the poll.
Yeah, I saw that. Since you mentioned the poll, I saw a few comments. Some of them I'm not even going to read. I'm not messing with you, Twitch family, today. Those comments. I did see some. So Jeffrey said he's feeling this. The Sun Chaser DJ did say he felt like it was a little bit too many Get Your Groove on. Stove 4321, not a lost cause, but a bit too repetitive. So that might be back to the Get Your Grooves on. So Brian, what's up, Brian Talmadge, says you want a little more. I might need to understand you a little bit more on that one. So, all right. So it's a mixed 50-50 over on Twitch. All right, let's check out Renee Melendez and see how she's feeling about this one.
Hey, so I have to agree with Aaron. Not really feeling it. Don't think I would ever play it, honestly. It just was too repetitive, and it didn't take me on a journey. Like a song has to, take me to a spot where the beat drops and you just kind of want to get your groove on, and it just didn't do that for me. So
right.
I definitely agree with a 4.
So you and Aaron are seeing eye to eye on this one. All right. Candace McKenzie, bring us home on this one. What do you think?
Thank you. Okay, well, I did think it was a well put together track. I thought it was arranged well and also produced well as well. I like it, but I also thought that the vocals were a little bit too repetitive. I don't think it needed as much. So maybe it just needs a bit of tweaking here or there. It's not because of the vocals. It's not really something to me, but that doesn't mean it's not a good track. It's not a bad track at all. I'm not quite sure if it's for us either. And I would give it a 6.5.
All right, 6.5 from Miss Mackenzie. And what's up to the Facebook fam? I'm glad we are connected. Just a few comments. Let's see. With better production, it could be a banger. What's up, Dwight Longsworth? Siobhan Lancaster says, as it stands, a 5, but it could be mixed up real good. I suppose it could be. Anyone else on Facebook? All right, so some people are, I think it's about 50-50 on Facebook as well. DJ Spen, give it a number and tell
5.
us straight out the gate with
Straight off 5.
What can
again,
make it a better track?
What can make it better?
Because we want to be constructive. We want
I
to
think
get
it needs.
feedback.
I think in general, it just needs a better arrangement. It's too linear. I don't think it moves. I don't think it moves enough. And what I mean by move, it's just not exciting. It's a little linear, but linear things are kind of in now. It's really interesting. But for me, as a DJ / producer, record company guy, I would say it's a 5.
It's a 5.
It's
All
a
right.
5. What do you think?
It was kind of like a tease because I thought it was going somewhere and then it stopped. And then I was like, oh, wait, it's not a lost cause. I hear something. So I think it needs just go back. I think this can be improved. I think he has something there. I'm saying I don't know who the producer is offhand, but I think you have a good idea. I just think you need let's take a fresh look at it and see what you can do with it. Because I think this could turn into something.
Okay.
I do.
Fair enough.
All right. Well, we are going to roll on to track number 2. It's called Back to Music. This is Talent Tuesday.
I don't know how to explain this to you. I don't know how to communicate it to you other than there's something about music that activates the gift that God puts inside. You can't understand this unless you've been down the road that I'm talking about. There's something about music that brings out the gift that God puts inside. There's something about music. See, here's what some of you don't recognize, that you're never able to flow into the arena that God has for your life because you're not listening to the right There's something about music brings out the gift that God
It always comes back to music. It always comes back to music. It always comes back to music. It always comes back to music.
I don't know how to explain this to you. I don't know how to communicate it to you other than there's something about music that activates the gift that God puts inside. You can't understand this unless you've been down the road that I'm talking about. There's something about music that brings out the gift that God puts inside. There's something about music. See, here's what some of you don't recognize, that you're never able to flow into the arena that God has for your life because you're not listening to the right kind of music.
Yes.
That was track number 2, Back to Music.
Yeah.
I'm seeing some.
Yeah.
You know,
Can I go first?
Oh, all right, go on.
As it stands, I give the track a 7.5.
All right.
It's good. I think it has a lot of good elements. The problem with this track that I hear, and seems to be the consensus online, is that it started in a place and then it went to another place and then it went to another place and went to another place. But I think that all of the parts that I hear are really strong. It just needs a really good, tight sound arrangement. And but yeah, I give it a 7.5.
And tell the people you were over here fiddling during the song. So
I don't fiddle. What's fiddling?
They know what you do. They know about you and the knobs.
What is she talking about?
Because I just want them to know that some of what they were hearing was not in the
It wasn't
track.
a whole lot. My goodness.
All right. Let's hear from Candace McKenzie on this one.
Thank you. So we were just in the private chat, because I'm pretty sure that we heard this track last 2 weeks ago.
Did we?
Yeah, because we were discussing. We thought that the person sampled.
Wait a minute. Let's see if Facebook is still on. Okay, just making sure that wasn't one with the sample that got us cut off.
The sample voice just sounded really familiar, and then it reminded me that we were just. Well, Renee said that we all thought that it was Spen last time, which we did. Which we commented on 2 weeks ago. So
I think that was a different track. I think the vocal was different anyway.
No. I think the vocal was the same. So it might be
okay.
that
I mean, I could be wrong.
Submitted it with the same.
I could very, very well be wrong.
But anyway, I like it. It's a good track. I like the sample, but I do feel like it needs a bit more. It's a good tune, and it's definitely got potential. But I would give it maybe just like a 7, 6.5, 7.
Okay.
I think it needs a little bit more for me.
All right. Tommy Davis.
Here it is.
Open a bus.
I'm sorry. Did you say you golden buzzard?
It was a track 2 weeks ago.
Oh, it was 2 weeks ago?
2 weeks ago. It was about 2 weeks ago, yes, because when he started talking about God and all that, and we started sounding like Spen. I love the track. Anyway, I love this song. I would go in my crate right away. Energy, all the different parts. I'm a move around DJ. I can around different parts, and it was kill. So I really loved it. That's how I remember the buzzing.
So you love it. So this is a
Once-
10 as is. You don't feel like it needs rearranging or tweaking or anything.
Yeah, as is.
As is. All right. All right. Let's hear from Aaron K. Gray.
Hey,
Hey,
so at the beginning of the track, I really, really liked the energy and where it was going. I like the message, I like the lyrics, but it like just kind of changed directions, and did the direction change. I wasn't so sure where it was going, and like Spen was saying, it just kept changing, it kept changing. So it was a little different. I love the beginning part and then the direction it started. I think if it had just kind of stayed on that and just kind of elaborated on where it started in the beginning, it might have been that would have been a 10. Right now, for me, it's like a 7, 8.
All right. All right. Mike Freak.
Otherwise, I think the beginning was really good, kind of like what Aaron said.
Mm-hmm.
It reminded me of like the early, like the floor plan, those kind of like, Robert Hood floor plan. It sounds like a lot like his productions. But then, the samples, when the sample came in, I kind of knew it sounded like I've heard that sample before. So that was kind of like the one thing and one knockoff, I guess, if there was anything. And then kind of like what Spen said, there was this breakdown of felt like it was a different track already. So, and then went back to it. There was like no cohesiveness between, it's alright to change, but make sure the change is kind of cohesive within the track. So
Yeah.
yeah.
All right.
So yeah, I think we'll have to investigate on the vocal.
Yeah. So what's your score on this one, Mike?
It's a 7.
It's a 7.
Yeah.
All right. Renee?
So I think we did hear this 2 weeks ago. I'm almost certain.
That's a very real possibility.
Yeah, and
if it is, it's my fault. But go ahead.
But I like the track. I liked it 2 weeks ago when we heard it. It's a tough track musically. I could have done without the lyrics. I think just the instrumentation and maybe just a more polishing on the production. It's good as it stands. I would just eliminate the vocals on it.
All right.
So I would give it a 7.
All right. So that's 7 straight across. 82% on Twitch, it looks like. Mike Freak, I think the chat is a little concerned. They say you're looking pretty serious there, buddy. So you might want to talk to the people in the chat and let them know you're okay.
I'm okay. Wait till
All right. So all right. Let me
so he can go and freak out.
Let me check on Facebook. So Jay
has to be subdued for the moment.
Jay Batson on Facebook says the lyric could have also been chopped up and scattered around a bit more.
Yeah.
Rico Flores says sounds a lot like Brian Cox's Something About Music with a more raw feel. All right. All right. I have to investigate. It's very possible that I could have accidentally stuck this one back on by mistake. My mistake, but hey, you got 2 sets of comments, so that's good. What's up, DJ G in the chat? Didn't I say DJ G? I did. All right. We are moving on to track number 3, and I'm pretty sure you haven't heard this one. I hope not. It's called Everybody's Groove.
In this house, everybody is equal.
Everybody's moving to the same beat all night. In this house, everybody is equal. Everybody's moving to the same beat all night. In this house, everybody is equal. Everybody's moving to the same beat all night. Everybody's moving to the same beat all night. All night. All night. In this house, everybody is equal. Everybody's moving to the same beat all night. In this house, everybody is equal. Everybody's moving to the same beat all night. In this house, everybody is equal. Everybody's moving to the same beat all night. Everybody's moving to the same beat all night.
That is Everybody's Groove.
And it looks like for the first time in Talent Tuesday history, can you believe I made a mistake?
What?
Wow.
The track before or this one?
Both of these. Both tracks have been on the show before.
Happening? What is happening?
Yeah. So it's been a rough couple of weeks, but let's just.
We're not even going to go and judge it then. Let's just
I want to hear what people say because, I think we need to hear because I saw some really interesting comments. What's up, Johnny Jr. coming all the way from Italy?
Fine.
Gianni Jr. says, I saw a really good comment. Something about the vocals. The male vocal doesn't fit properly. The instrumental is okay. People are getting a little bit tired of that house. They want to hear a little bit more, something else on the vocals.
Mm-hmm.
Someone asked if that is DJ Spen on the vocals. No, that is not. Really.
House is a feeling that no one can understand unless you're deep into a vibe of house. House is the only designed for your grandmama to sit down and rock to because house music is all night long.
I'm sampling that right now.
Are you recording this, Mike? Are you recording? All right, let's get that on a track. We got about 50-50 over on Twitch saying, they're feeling the track. Siobhan Lancaster over on Facebook says she would dance to it. Tony O. Herbert says it sounds a little dated. Is that why you use your grandma voice? It's a little dated?
Yes, it sounds a little old and decrepit, a little something from the 90, from the 90. I'm only doing this stuff because I see Sheila Ford's in the chat room, and I know
Sheila Ford is in the chat. Hey, Sheila.
She's dying.
All right, so let's just go do a quick.
All right, everybody go around and say a number. Grandma Dynamite is a good number 7.
Is that what you're giving?
Yes,
a 7. All right, Tommy Davis.
My God, it's the biggest part of the world. Mr. Sean. Okay. I give it a 7 too. I liked it, man. I liked it the way it was. It's, it didn't move anywhere, but sometimes that's good. That's what it is.
Okay. 7's not bad. Aaron?
I actually I like the track. I really like the track. But
Did I hear you singing?
Yeah, you heard him singing, talking about house music in the background.
Because I think that the key that she's singing in is not in tune with the track. So if it went down and then you threw something else a little doper in between, it would probably be a little bit more current, and I guess gives Uncle Spen Graham.
Aaron, we don't know what you mean. Give us an example. Let us hear how you would sing it.
Come on,
Okay.
Deep down,
yeah, which is a totally different flavor, and one that fits it better. So yes, agreed.
All right, so producer, this is your track. Give Aaron K. Gray a call.
Yeah, please look. Schoolboy on Twitch talking about. See, now it's a hit.
Aaron K. Gray on the track.
Right. Aaron K. Gray on the track.
Yep.
So, Aaron, without the Aaron K. Gray vocals, you said you're feeling it. So, what score would you give it?
I would give it an 8 and a half.
Oh, this is your highest one. All right.
Yeah, I like it. I like the track. I really like the track and the female vocals. I just a couple adjustments and everything.
Okay. All right. Tommy.
I went, but Aaron.
Oh, you went.
Yes,
I'm sorry. Candace.
Went.
I'm sorry.
Thank you.
Yeah, I need a nap.
Yeah, I mean, I do like it. I mean, everybody says it sounds old, dated. I will say more retro is a kind of word. And because it's, I agree with the vocals, the key of the vocals, but that kind of is the retro sound, isn't it? Like back in the 90s, a lot of the tracks sounded like that, and especially like in garage and stuff like that, there was a lot of tracks that were kind of out of key, but that was the style. And because the producer's not here, I can't ask them if that is what they were going for, or maybe they did make a genuine mistake. But I think it's a good tune. I do like it. It's got a nice vibe, and I'll give it a 7.
Okay. Renee?
So this track actually put me in mind of Eddie Amador house music. Mm-hmm. So I like it as it is. I wouldn't mess with the vocals. I would just polish it and clean it up a little bit, but I would leave it. It has a nice thump to it. I think it would definitely have people out on the floor dancing. So I would say an 8.
Okay.
All right.
Fair enough.
All right.
Okay. So moving on.
I hope this is something.
I hope so too.
I'm about to get fired if this next song is a repeat. Spend it on me. Like, we're done with you. The next song is called Deliverance. Do you all remember hearing a song called Deliverance? I do.
Well, I know one thing. We get ready to go to church. All right. You
Listen to me, Lord. Listen to me, Lord. Listen to me, Lord. I want to know what makes you sweat. I want to know what makes you hot. I want to know what makes you dance. If you let me know what turns you on, I will give it to you. I will deliver. I will deliver. So let no one destroy this house. I want to know what makes you sweat. I will give it to you. I will deliver.
All right, we are back. Wow. Am I at church? Am I at the club? Is he wanting to know what makes me sweat? Is he wanting me to praise God? I'm so confused. What do you want me to do? I'm confused because I know my gospel house and I'm real confused with this one. But so Biscuit, tell me more. What's up, DJ Biscuit from Baltimore in the chat?
What's up, my brother?
I thought I saw him say we might have a little sample situation going on here. Was that Biscuit? Biscuit says it's rocking though.
From a sample pack.
A sample from GHC, as in Gospel House Choir GHC? What's GHC? Biscuit says,
because I know there's like a Gospel House Choir.
Yeah, Biscuit and Scoob says so our Baltimore GJs, what's up Baltimore representing, identifying a little sample there. So we'll check that out and see what that's all about. But in the meantime, Mike Freak, I'm sorry I missed you on that last song. Maybe I just wanted to get it over with. So can you tell me, not that the song was bad, but we listened to it again, so I wanted to move on to the next one. So talk to me, Mike.
Well, this track, I mean, I like the organ parts. I like, how the track went. And yeah, the only thing would be, those samples. Because I've heard it, and several people have heard it. So,
well, it's a legal sample according to Funky Black Man. Who is that? Your song, Funky Black Man?
I mean, it's I guess it's kind of like up to us if we're gonna sign, a track that has a very a used sample already. So
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, we've talked about this before. We have had a situation where people have, the sample packs are out there for purchase. That's what they're for. And sometimes people have purchased them and used them in very similar ways,
yeah,
which does every now and then give us a little issue as we're posting, songs on our YouTube or other places. We will get a copyright strike. Or on SoundCloud or something like that. But it is entirely up to the producers. So, Mike, as this track stands, what score would you give that one?
I think it could stand on its own without those vocals. You could put something else
Yeah.
on, like take out the vocals. I think it can stand on its own. So
Yeah.
it's pretty good. I'd give this an 8.
An 8. All right. Okay. Funky Black Man says that's not his track, but he has the same. He has purchased the same sample pack, so he recognized it. All right. Thank you for clarifying that. All right. All right, Mike, are you leaving us?
In a few, yep.
All right. So.
Okay.
All right. Let's hear from Aaron on this one. Aaron, were you going to church or where were you going? To the club or to the? What were you doing with this one?
I agree with Mike. Without those vocals,
Yeah.
that was it would be a much better track. I don't know if you're doing sample packs and people can recognize them.
Aaron, you're so kind with your comments.
He hasn't been on a couple of them yet.
I don't know. I mean, I think sample packs are okay, but it's so much better when you have an actual vocalist, or because somebody called that sample pack, and you don't want that as a producer, or even as an artist, or anybody doing anything. That's not really 8.
So we've had this discussion before, and sometimes, Talent Tuesday was really designed to get new and up and coming artists, give them a chance to get their music out there, get their music heard. So the issue that some of those producers run into is that they don't know any artists, or they feel like the vocalists are out of their reach in terms of paying them and that kind of thing. So Tommy has said over and over, if your track is really strong, just sing on it yourself. Get your mama to sing on it. Ask somebody that even has like just an okay voice. If you have the idea in your head, otherwise just submit the track. We do have our vocalists popping into listening to the show all the time. We've had Sheila call us before and say, that track was hot. Put me in touch with the producer. So, if sometimes just leave the sample pack off is what I'm trying to say. If it's that you feel like you just can't find somebody to sing. But if you have that strong track, don't just get any old sample pack and throw it on top of the track.
That's so true.
Yeah. All right. Who else? So we got some funny comments. Sheila Ford and Jeffrey C. are going back and forth in the chat. They said, Jeffrey C. said sometimes he would prefer to record crickets chirping. That's
because
and cicadas.
He has this record called
I know
he
about
is silly.
Yes, but he said
I'd rather use crickets.
He did use crickets, but guess what?
He probably went outside and took his microphone and sat there. Here's some nice crickets. Let's listen to them.
But nobody else.
Or while he was riding his bike.
Nobody else had that, did they?
No.
All right.
That makes him an original. Trust me, it makes you an original, Jeff.
And Sheila said, or cows mooing. That.
Yeah, go ahead and scat move for us, please.
All right. Candace, I want to hear from you on this track called Deliverance.
Thank you.
Are you feeling delivered by this one?
No, but I'll explain why. So I did write quite a few notes. So firstly, it's a good track. Like, it's got a real kind of foot stomping beat. I like that very much. And I'm not even that when it comes to the sample pack, I hear what everybody's saying and I'm totally on board with it. However, I'm not bothered about the fact that the producer used the sample pack, because we have demos come in where people have used sample packs, but it's about using it creatively. You don't just have to take the sample as it is and then slap it on a track. You can chop it up and make it, be creative with it. So that's the first thing I'll say. But the one thing with this track that I really wanted to say is, and I've been noticing this a while, and I'm just saying this because I am really passionate about gospel house music, and this is not a gospel house track. It's got the gospel feels, but the lyrics are not gospel. Listen to me, Lord. I want to know what turns you on. I want to know what makes you sweat. So it's like those lyrics on a gospel feel track. For me, it's like mixing two messages, a gospel feel track, but not with gospel lyrics. So that's what really kind of turned me off with it. If the producer could replace the sample, replace the lyrics, I think it would be a really, really good track. And if it was a different sample pack and just used creatively, I still think it would be a really, really good track. Like I said, I don't have a problem with the sample pack because it can be used creatively, but I have an issue with the fact that the lyric does not match up with the production of the track. It's like non-gospel lyrics with a gospel feel. It's just not for me, I'm afraid.
I agree.
Is that really what they're saying?
Yeah. Did you listen?
Yeah.
Yes. Look, Jimmy Ferguson over on Facebook says, "Do we want to know what makes the Lord sweat?" Exactly, Jimmy. I'm right there with you. Candace, I'm right there with you. I thought we were going to church and I got excited because I love some gospel house, but I did get a little bit confused. What am I listening to here? So, all right, Candace. So what number are you giving this one?
Oh, I'm going to have to give it a 6.5 just because of what I said.
Yeah.
But come back and with different lyrics and stuff, and I think it will definitely get a higher score.
Yeah. Tommy.
I love that. You're all wrong. That is killer. That is just killer. It would make people run up and down the aisle. I mean, producer, if you're out there, man, bang that one. You bang that one. Sample pack and listen to them jokers. I get what they're saying about the lyrics, but guess what? We're feeling the rest. Gospel house sometimes it's the way as soon as it came on, Mr. John said, "Oh, go, you nailed that. You nailed that." So to me, all this critique and overthinking what gospel house is just overthought when it's all about the spirit and the movement, but your personal interpretation of what you hear. So, I mean, nobody know what's deep inside. Deep inside what? Or where's Jack's groove? I don't know. Is it a groove? It's somewhere.
But they're not gospel songs.
I mean, I was saying.
Says who?
Literal or music.
On that.
But the point what I'm saying is that just rocked. I mean, Testify, one of the earliest first gospel, said nothing but the choir. And we went for it. That's all it was. Choir. Roman Anthony killed it. And it just was it. To me, this is a hit. I will beg producer, if you're out there, man, that kill any urban Baltimore club. Any urban Baltimore club, they would just use. So you nailed it. So I give you a golden buzzer.
Golden buzzer, a 10. All right, Renee.
I liked it. I agree with Tommy. Maybe the lyrics should have been left off. I don't know. To each your own with the lyrics. Lyrics aside, though, I could see either Spen or Tommy taking that and really doing something with it.
Spen is laughing. That means he's not taking this track.
I didn't say that. What?
You said he's not taking the track.
Yeah, I mean, I kind of know him.
I'm talking about just the music itself.
No, I was just saying, I'm interpreting his laugh.
His face. Oh, okay. No, but
I know him a little bit.
Taking, a lot of it. Taking that and doing something with it, even if it was just like the 8 or 16 bars. And
you would bang this, wouldn't you, Renee?
I sure enough would.
I know you would. I know you would. I know you would.
So yeah, maybe I agree with you when you said, get somebody else like your Aunt Shirley or cousin Cookie, just make some vocals over top of it. I agree with that. I would give it a 9.
All right, those are some strong scores.
Mm-hmm.
All right, we have 8, 6.5, 10, 9. Who haven't we heard from on this one?
Me.
And let's you.
It's a 7.
Okay.
It's a 7.
What? Would you like to expound on that?
It's a 7. And I mean, well, the reason why it's a 7 is the track is rocking. If the track didn't have the lyrics on it, it would be something that I could absolutely kill. The problem is that a lot of the lyrics, like the gospel thing, the gospel piece, like the shout part, is not in key with what's going on musically in the track. And it's, you know what I mean? I mean, these things kind of have to kind of be cohesive in order to really work. Message wise, I hear what everybody's saying about the message. I mean, what can you say? In the beginning, there was Jack, and Jack had a groove. I mean, people call that gospel house for whatever it is what they call it. It kind of doesn't make the best sense when you're kind of looking at it, but at the very end of the day, what a track is really supposed to do, it's supposed to make you dance. Again, if I go back to Genius of Love, nobody knew what Genius of Love was talking about. It just sounded great. So when you look at it from that perspective, the track is not an epic fail. I just think that the parts don't quite match up. And for that reason and that reason only, I'm giving it a 7.
Okay.
And that's basically it.
I mean, it's got the. Where is it?
It's not there anymore.
You moved it. I can hear. I'm like, it's got the.
I moved on. No, I mean, and even the message. I mean, I get it.
I'm not feeling it. But
yeah, I get it. Yeah. But
is that your track, Teo?
Is it? Is that the DJ that's saying that name?
Yes. Sometimes they do identify. Oh, okay. Hey.
Yeah, like that's just killer.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I mean, it's got a vibe. It definitely has a vibe. But like I said, it's, some things, maybe the bass line I think could probably match out a little bit of with what's going on. Is it a fail? No, not at all. Mm-hmm. Not at all. But could it be better? Absolutely. So yeah, it's a 7.
All right.
It's good.
Okay. All right. Well, there you have it. Did we hear something from somebody else? Was somebody saying something?
I don't know. Is that Tommy saying? Yeah, that's Tommy saying. Say what?
What are you saying, Tommy?
What happened to Spen? Oh my gosh, what happened?
What do you mean? What happened?
Be so funky.
You know what? I'm not even going to go.
Cut him off.
No, leave him.
Man. Cut him off.
Leave him. Like I said, instrumental, that right there, I'm killing that all day long.
That thing is dope.
I'm killing that. That is rocking all day long. I mean, even the bass line actually is rocking.
The bass line needs to come out a little bit more.
I want to know what makes you hot.
That section, no. I mean, that's.
Teo, come on.
We'll deliver.
I mean, it's dope. I mean, it in the grand essence of it, this track is actually rocking. Again, you're talking about records that, I mean, is it a perfect 10? The question really is not, the question with this track is not, is the track rocking? Track is rocking. Is it a perfect 10 is the question. Is in my mind, and for me, it's not a perfect 10. It's undeniably killer. Undeniably killer. I would play pieces of it for dango and shit.
Okay, so
I would say that if the producer just uses the bit "I will deliver" because God delivers, then it'll be perfect. It just doesn't need a bit of that sweating.
Candace, I said we'll reach out to Teo. We're gonna get it all sorted out.
That's on a sinister minister tip right there.
The sinister minister.
What? Right, is this like Al Green, non-gospel? Al Green on the,
And then you was have to bring Hot Grits Green into it, seriously? we are so moving on. What is the next record?
All right, it is Talent Tuesday. Thank you all for being here. Up next is a song called Again, It's Over Now. Check it out.
All right, all right.
That was Again, It's Over Now. Lots of comments on this one. Sheila Ford says good groove, stronger bass and drums, and enhance the melody a little bit. Some strings would smash this track, says the Sun Chaser DJ.
Yeah.
Over on Facebook, let me just check out Siobhan Lancaster. Vocals not as strong as the music, but it could be helped. All right. So let's hear from our guest, Aaron K. Gray. How are you feeling about this one?
So I really like this one. I just don't think that the track and the vocals have gotten married just yet. They're not far from it, but they've not quite gotten married just yet. That track is actually that's really nice. Really nice.
All right. So what score are you giving this one?
I give this one a 9.
All right. Tommy Davis.
Definitely could feel this. That was really nice. I mean, it sounded like I was listening to the B-side, meaning that you could hear so much more music that would really make it even over the top hit. So yeah, I definitely would give it an 8.5 because it just had everything that makes you want to flip and hit a whole version that wasn't playing.
All right. Okay, Candace.
Thank you. Yeah, I really like this one. I thought it started off really well. I do feel that in parts it could do with some rearranging. It's like it has all of the parts to be a really good track, but it kind of went a little bit off vibe. But I'm a sucker for like positive lyrics, and I really liked it when she said, "Be yourself every time, even if you want to cry." Like anything positive is going to get me. So I think it's a really nice song as well. So it's a nice song, as in the lyrics are nice. But yeah, I agree with Aaron that the vocal and the production don't quite go together, but it's got the potential to be a really good track. So I'm going to give this one a 7.5.
All right, 7.5. Renee.
I agree with everyone else. I actually like this one. There was about 16 bars that were in there, and I was like, oh, okay, this is doing a little something. Just needs a little polishing, a little rearranging. I think it's an 8. I think it's a solid 8.
All right. Some good scores going on here. DJ Spen, are you agreeing with the rest of the team?
Yeah, I think it's a good 8. I like the lyrics are nice. I think with a good mix down, and I mean not necessarily too much rearranging, but I think with a good mix down, it could be definitely something. People were saying in the chat room like it needs a bass line. There really is no bass line there. It sounds like almost like a single instrument. Whatever it is, it's kind of a Rhodes, which again, here we go. That is a really good, solid demo. It's a good demo. It's not trying to be, it's not produced. You could tell it's not produced. And the song is good. You don't need a whole lot. So, at the very end of the day, for me, especially as a demo, that's an 8. It's good.
All right. I am loving it. I'm going to give that a 8.5. I love the sound and I want to hear more of this. And producer, I'll be in touch. I love it. All right. Mike Freak is going to do his live stream over on Twitch. So we are going to roll on to track number 6 called Hit Me Like. Hit Me Like what?
Oh, I see where this is going already. Hit me like.
Like 2 songs.
What?
Oh,
It's about to go off.
Oh, sorry. I didn't want you all to hear that. It sounds like 2 songs playing at the same time. I know you're a DJ and everything, but are you doing this right? Is it 2 songs playing?
Am I doing it?
I'm just checking.
No, that's the track
Okay,
right
let me just put on my headphones. One more. Just give me another second.
That's about to go off.
That's the way the song is?
Yeah, it's a offbeat kind of broken beat style vibe. It's what it truly is.
Okay.
It's like Charisma does that kind of stuff, but Charisma does it very well.
Okay. Well, I will use Aaron's words of the day.
Aaron's word of the day.
What did he say? He said it's different. It's different. It's different. Okay. Let me go to Tom on this one. Tom.
This will be really
interesting. That's what I said. Come on and school me, Tommy.
Yeah,
Come on, Tommy.
Hey, Pam Weathers, how you doing?
Okay. You I don't know if you know the mic was on. When you said that, I was thinking the same thing. It said it sounds like 2 records are playing together and not good.
But, I thought your boy made a mistake over here, but he says he knows what he's doing. I just thought like it was 2 tracks.
It's a broken beat thing.
But the person
y'all don't understand it. It's a broken beat situation.
They did it. If Aaron was singing on the same track, it would rock and you would get it. You would get used to that unusual time. And producers, you know what I mean? Try to do it because we all know the formula. Should us and his judges in the panel and in the chat, we all know the formula. So it takes somebody new to come along and say, "Hey, what about if I change this formula?" So I give them that, doing that. You know, I got used to the weird time on it, and all I needed was some vocals or something to really push it over. So I kind of dug it after a while. I figured out that I didn't have a problem with my audio.
Okay.
Okay, so what's your score on this one, Tommy?
7.
Okay.
Oh, you all are so funny in the chat. They are making me laugh. All right. Renee Melendez, did this one hit you?
Nah. Nah. I get the whole broken beat style, and I agree with Spen that Charisma does broken beat really well. Kenny Dope also does broken beat.
Yes, he does.
Very, very well. This sounded like 2 tracks that were basically mashed together. There was no timing involved. Like they didn't bother to really like say make sure things lined up and sounded well. So I definitely feel like they need to go back to the drawing board with this one, and perfect it, polish it, because they're on to something. It's just not it's like Aaron said, it's just not married together well at all. So I would give this one a 3.
All right, Renee. Okay, Candace.
Thank you. Yeah, it's like everyone has said, it sounded like 2 tracks being played together. Definitely you can tell it's got that broken beat vibe, and then I felt like there was a jazz track running through it at the same time as well.
Right.
I like broken beat, but I'm not really like an expert on it, so I can't even sort of come back to the producer to give any kind of, I suppose, constructive tips other than what's been said before. I'll just say sort of go back to it and just do some more work and maybe listen to some broken beat producers and just get some inspiration from them, really. But that's all I can add, I'm afraid, and I'll give this one a 6.
All right, Aaron.
So that's a 10.
Okay.
That's an absolute 10. Maybe I'm hearing it differently, but that right there, that's
I
it.
knew it. I knew it.
You knew he was gonna like it, Tommy.
Because it's okay. So
Yes, I did.
it's house, but at the same time, it has what's that guy? It's got like this Jill Scott kind of vibe behind
I
it.
did get that.
Yeah, but it's like how it all depends on how you ride the beat. Like you gotta really ride the beat, and the beat is not in the drums; it's in the musicality that's in the background. Yeah, that thing is hot. That thing is hot. That's a 10.
All right. Producer Aaron K. Gray has given you a 10.
All right.
10. All right.
It's an 8 for me.
Okay.
I mean, I've realized what the producer's trying to do. First of all, it's only 1 minute and 50 seconds of it. So it's not enough to even know if the person could really get into, or the producer could really get into, arranging something like this enough. I've been on the road and have heard tracks like this and have watched them destroy a dance floor just because it's like you're bringing in a different element to the kind of monotony of a straight 4/4 kind of a thing. You know what I mean? It's a hip hop thing. And at the very, very end of the day, the music is good. I'm not sure. I'm not absolutely sure about the beat, to be honest with you. Only because I think that there may be a little bit too much going on with the beat. Like it's the brokenness of it isn't. There has to be some type of like rhythm within the brokenness of it. I think that this is.
It puts you in the mind of Jill Scott Crown Royale.
I mean, it does, but the thing is that, and Aaron, I hear you. You're making the track sound good, but still, the chord structure is nice. The overall idea is nice, but there's something missing with the beat. I mean, the beat literally does sound like it's like a couple things going on all at one time. Where if I think the beat was just distinct enough, And everything is there. I just think, in this case it's too much. Which is what I think is throwing everybody else off. But in the grand scheme of things, it's a good kind of demo. It's really interesting, from what I'm hearing, especially let me see something. It's just
if the hand drum was pulled out of that, it would sound altogether different.
Yeah, I mean, it's just and this is the beat right there. So it's not bad. It's truly not bad at all. It's very different. I love the chord progressions in it. I just think that for what it is, the beat might be a little bit too busy for my taste, but other than that, it's cool.
All right. I mean, when it first came on, I was like, yes.
Yeah.
Then I got a little lost, but
yeah,
right.
I mean, just because I think it could use some arranging, and again, with some of these things, less is more. That boom would have been really good, but it just sounds like there's there's an extra clap in it somewhere that I just don't think needs to be there. But hey,
man, can you imagine a bunch of rhythmically challenged people on a dance floor trying to find a beat?
No.
I would like to see that.
No,
see that.
What you have to imagine is a bunch of people on a dance floor who actually know how to dance to this stuff.
Yeah, well, that's
it
what
will
I
blow
would
your natural mind.
Yeah, but I like to watch the rhythmically challenged ones. That's entertaining. So entertaining. All right. I can see that.
This is why house music is good, because rhythmically challenged people can dance.
You know what? Everybody who tells me they don't want to come to a house party, I say, listen, It's not, it's different from hip hop dancing. It's different from R&B.
Right.
You just come and just find a beat. If you can't find it, you can kind of make it. You can do ballet. You can put baby powder on the floor. You can spin. You can twirl. And you can do that, and people will clap for you. So that's good. But this one would be, I would like to see that. All right.
Okay.
I actually, it's not bad. It's not bad, but I did struggle in the end. I was like, whoa, it's a lot of songs.
Yeah, because I mean, I can get it, but yeah, I mean, Aaron is a little bit of a different thinker, and you can see why. But I mean, it's an 8 for me, for sure.
And to everyone who's considering sending a track in, we say this all the time, and I'll say it again. Music is so personal to everyone. Aaron is a vocalist, and I don't have to tell you all who Aaron K. Gray is. So, he's hearing something, and he's a creative, and DJ Spen is a different creative. Tommy Davis is a different creative. So what you're hearing, the feedback, it is very subjective. So I'll just say that there's a place for every song, whether it's with this label or somewhere else or your own label or Bandcamp. There is a place. So, don't be discouraged. I'll probably be calling this person to talk a little bit about this one. All right. Mm-hmm. So I think we had about before the poll went down, I think we had about 80% checking it out. On that liked it.
So 80% liked it? Yeah.
Over on hey, Katie Richardson, she likes that feel. She likes that Brooke. She likes it.
Yeah. I mean, right. I mean, she knows the Bugs feel.
Yeah,
she
so
knows the Bugs feel. Absolutely.
Tony O. Herbert says the concept sound like the neo soul of house.
Yeah.
So some people are feeling it. But then Siobhan Lancaster said it's kind of all over the place. So again, it's subjective. All right, we are rolling on to our last track of the night, which is called Your Greatest what?
I don't know. We're going to find out.
All right, we're going to find out.
When I look into your eyes, there's only so much that I wanna say. I always knew that you would be the one who made me feel so happy. Looking back at how we used to together, I wonder what my life would be without you. I could be back for happiness, I knew I would be lost without you. The greatest gift in my heart, nothing else matters. As long as you're here, all that I need. Greatest gift, all that I need. Greatest gift, all that I need. All that I need, and everything I need. All that I need, the greatest gift. I remember the first day that I met you. I knew that this would be the start of something wonderful and beautiful. Really beautiful, there's no denying that you're the only one for me. All I ever wanted, you're right here with me. Greatest gift, greatest gift, greatest gift. I wanna shout it to the whole wide world. I wanna say it on the top of the I wanna tell everybody what can
All right, that is our last track of the night. Your greatest gift, your greatest. All right, DJ Renee Melendez.
So I like this. I love the music to it. I was not fond of the vocals though. I think the vocals were very, very faint. They weren't really audible. I would take the vocals out and have a different artist actually sing those vocals, someone with a little more power and projection. But the music itself is pretty dope. So I'm gonna give this an 8.
All right, an 8 from Renee. Tommy Davis. One second, Tommy. I don't think we're hearing you on that one. Do we have audio from Tommy?
Doesn't look like it.
Uh-oh. All right. Let's come back to Tommy. Candace.
Thank you. Yeah, I thought it started off really well. I think it's a track that's definitely got potential. I think it's a nice song. As Renee said, the vocals need a bit more power, but perhaps that could be something that could be done in production. I don't know if it necessarily needs another vocalist, but definitely the vocals need to be louder for sure. But I thought it was a nice song, actually. You know, I always try to listen out to the song and the lyrics. It was nice.
Could you hear him in the beginning, Candace? Because I was wondering. I was trying to listen. I couldn't get him in the beginning of the song.
At the beginning, yeah, it sounded like the vocals needed to be turned up.
Yeah.
So yeah, I don't know if that's a production issue or maybe the vocal assistant seemed very loud in the first place, but I'm sure that could be tweaked in production. But yeah, I thought it was a nice song. Definitely got potential, and I would give it a 7.5.
All right. All right, Aaron, what about you?
So I actually like the vocals because they were soft. It gave a different perspective. I do think that they should be EQ'd a bit better so that way they resonate differently. But I think some of the track needs to be removed so that way it gives more of a feeling, something to feel within the vocals. I think the track needs to really set the atmosphere for whatever those vocals are, because those vocals are actually really tight. And if you set the atmosphere right, it'll sell the entire song. That's my personal feelings. Because I think it's really, really nice. Like, I like the vocals a lot. I like the instrumentation, and the track itself could use a little bit of tweaking with the track, but good 8.
All right. All right. We got an 8. All right, who else do we need to hear from? We've heard from Candace, we've heard from Aaron, we've heard from Renee. Tommy.
Is he back?
Are you back? A 7.
A 7. Okay.
Can we hear him? Because I want to hear his... Oh, we can't hear him?
For some reason, can't hear him.
No? All right, he's giving it a 7. Spen.
6. Just to me, there were a few problems that didn't allow the song to be heard like I think the song should have been heard. And I mean, the delivery wasn't too bad. It does. I mean, to me, I mean, I saw it on Twitch. It needs a better kind of sound engineer. It actually kind of does, and I mean, I do realize that it's a demo, but at the end of the day, a vocal record should have vocals that can be heard, even if the vocals don't make sense. That's why I'm saying it's a 6 for me.
All right, so it's a 6 for you. Since you mentioned someone mentioned, whoever that was, a sound engineer. Midas touch.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so this show is supposed to be for new up and coming artists and producers. So what is your suggestion for those that they're learning this stuff? Maybe they don't know a lot of people who can help them with the sound quality and that kind of thing. What's your suggestion? Tommy, what's your suggestion?
Can't hear him. I don't think so.
Oh, we can't hear him? Okay, well, Spen, what's your suggestion? Tommy, type in the chat.
It's a tough one for me. I mean, back when I was doing it, I mean, we did everything that we could to sort of emulate the music that we heard that was around us. And believe me, I mean, we didn't start with, state-of-the-art equipment. We started with pretty much a cassette deck and a condenser microphone that was on that cassette deck. But it was one of those kind of things where, we heard what we liked and then we tried to emulate it. A lot of times we didn't get that right, which is what makes this kind of platform a little bit difficult because you don't know the conditions under which
that's my point.
A producer produces certain records. You just don't know. And that's what makes it difficult. But they're supposed to be steps in learning. I mean, the first record that we did, I can't even listen to some of the first records that we've done. I mean, it's just horrible from the whole New Marks thing, and then learning how to do a house record, making attempts to do this stuff. And it never, and back when you started, it never turns out to be what you envision it to be. But through time and persistence and effort, that changes. And it didn't change overnight. It was a process of changing and making records that are pleasing to to the ear. Take some time. And like I said, no one. I don't think any one process is the same. Everybody has a different way of working. I mean, if you look at Kenny Dope's way of working, or Louis Vega's way of working, DJ Spinner's way of working, my way of working, all of us have different ways of working. We all use different DAWs. It's crazy, but we sort of approach it from a standpoint that this is what makes us comfortable. This is what we're using, and this formula or this process works. So again, I'm not saying that the record, that the song was terrible. I just think that for what it is, there can be some improvement in a lot of different areas. So
okay.
I'm trying to make that as constructive as I can.
Okay. Well, I agree. Yeah. Oh,
there you are, Tom.
Yeah, Tommy, talk to us.
I really, that song in particular, because it, in the beginning he was kind of low, but he had a Smokey Robinson kind of feel to his voice. I mean, a lot of people saying he was whispering, but in the past, great vocalists like him just really need to be recorded really well. And with the track was exciting and moving all the place, and he was very smooth and very pulled back without really using a lot of energy. And I think that is as a talent. It's a talent that he's going to have to find producers that can match him. And a lot of times these artists have to find a producer that can match your skill. If you get some people who can overproduce over top of an artist, sometimes it's underproduced. And these are learning experiences, like Spen said. You just keep going and keep going and keep going. Back then, we did not have this kind of format. This is a great format for producers out there. You listen to people in the chat, you're listening to
right.
us. You're getting all the stuff that we didn't have. We just had a cassette tape out and please listen to my song. But this is one of the great ways to do it. I mean, nowadays you have SoundCloud, you have different ways you can put your music out and listen to people's opinions. Not follow them all,
Just listen to what they say and compare yourself to other people's music. One of the things that Spen and I and all of us say is go back and compare your stuff to somebody else's stuff out there. If you think you have matched what is out there already, then you're doing a good job. But if you don't compare, you don't know.
Right.
Yeah.
It's a part of like the listening process.
Yeah.
I saw Bobby Shaw in the chat.
Yeah.
And,
Bobby's been in the chat for a little while.
Yeah, I haven't. It would be interesting to see what he thought about that last track in particular.
All right, we'll see. We'll see if he says anything. But I really wanted thank you, Tommy and Spen, for making those comments. And even with your own tracks, I know because I get to watch up close and personal. If given additional time, a lot of your tracks you would go back and do something, or you hear something post production. I mean, the making of a Tommy Davis track is unlike anything you could ever imagine. And, he will walk away from it and then hear something or think about something and go back and go back and go back and go back. And even when he sends it to Spen and Spen says, this is good, you got a winner, there's something that Tommy has to feel and hear. And if he doesn't, he just keeps going back. So, which is why it took so long to that last Tommy Davis album. But, my point is, so even seasoned producers, there's always room for them to grow. There's always room for them to go back, to make it better, to try something different, to switch things up. So, please take this feedback in the spirit with which it's given. And I will say this. Yes, I know our chats can be a little savage. I don't know what's going on YouTube, but I watch Facebook and I watch Twitch. But, half the people in there are not producers. Ask them how many songs they have out. Ask them how many hits they have out. Okay, so if they're all opinions, take it for what it's worth. But they are, for the most part, in the chat, except for people who are just being nosy. Most of the people in the chat love music. They love house music. They love dance music. So, just check out the comments because these are the people that will be dancing to your music or buying your music, listening to your music, downloading your music. So take that feedback in the spirit in which it's given. And if they're mean, just ignore them like I do. I will ban them if I see them. Don't worry about it. So thank you. If you're out there and you want to send in songs, listen, if you are up and coming, I'm tired of you experienced producers sending us stuff to Talent Tuesday. This is not for you. Send it to me or to Candace, please. To Candace is head of A&R. But most of you know my email anyway. All right, can we hear? What we gonna hear? We're gonna hear.
No.
Oh, he's not letting us hear anything.
No.
Can we hear Aaron's song?
It's night sleepy time.
Aaron is the artist of the day. We need to hear a little bit from Aaron. Thank you all. Thank you all for joining us. Our special guest judge, Aaron K. Gray. His song "Heaven" with the beautiful Sierra Hill is out now. Please check it out if you haven't gotten it in your cart already.
Right. And what do we have? We should be doing.
We got a lot of stuff coming up. We got Sunday, of course, we have the praise party. In a couple of weeks in Baltimore, those of you that are in traveling distance of Baltimore, we have the Quintessential Soul Festival. Matter of fact, if you are in the commuting area and you want to come, please be my guest. I will comp you a ticket right now. Hit me in the chat and I will pick a person to be my very special guest.
A raffle?
It's not a raffle. It's my guest. We have DJ Spen. We have DJ Spino. We have Mike Dunn. We have Teddy Douglas, Terry Hunter, the legendary Tommy Davis, and a Baltimore icon, Wayne Davis. We are in an open air venue in Baltimore, 7 hours ish, maybe a little longer.
Right. It's not just the venue. We're going to be at the Paradox, basically.
We will be on the grounds of Baltimore's own, which is kind of like the Studio 54. Well, no, it's not Studio 54. No. That would be Odell's.
Yeah,
it is just an iconic place for house music and for our community. And unfortunately, the Paradox no longer stands, but we will be on those grounds at the new Hammerjacks. So we hope you all are joining us on October 10th. Again, it is going to be exciting. Our tickets, you can go to the QuantizeRecordings.com website and check out the event, or go to the HammerJacks.com website. So whoever wanted the ticket, I will find you in the chat and you will be my guest. I will look back in the chat on Facebook and on Twitch. If you're not on one of those platforms, that just tells you you're missing out. All right. Thanks to everyone for joining. Do we need any other announcements?
No, I don't think so.
Oh, let's hear this track. I'm loving it. Aaron, thank you so much for being with us today. We love you and we can't wait to see what is next from you.
Now that it's over, there's no more use for guns and wars. Cost me a lifetime just to gain this life's reward. Yes, they say imagine somewhere where life will never end. No one ever goes on any older. That's what I live for. A place where love will never cease. Willing to die hard. Heaven is where I want to be.
There are instructions that we must follow in order to reach there. And there is where I've got to be. You on that journey. Imagine somewhere life will never end. No one ever goes on. It's what I live for. A place where love will never cease. Willing to die for. Heaven is where I want to be.
It's what I live for.
A place where love will never cease. Willing to die for. Heaven is where I wanna be.
No more crying. There is a place where there'll be no more dying.
And here's the light, counting the days when we meet in that place. Willing to die for. A place where love will never cease.
Willing to die for.
Heaven is where I want to be.
And on that note, peace in the valley, peace in the city, and peace to your soul. We love you guys. Thank you for hanging out with us this Talent Tuesday. Make sure you join us for the next one, where our special guest will be Kevin Hedge.
Oh, is he coming in 2 weeks?
Kevin Hedge is coming in
All
2
right.
weeks, so that should be really, really interesting.
October 5th.
Yes, that's going to be very interesting. So, Aaron, thank you again so much. And yeah, we will see you guys later. Peace to you, Candace. Thank you for being our engineer extraordinaire. And Miss Renee Melendez, thank you. Tommy Davis, of course, scoots when he does. So there you go.
For those that want to check out some good house music, we are going to raid over on Twitch into Mike Freak's channel.
Yes, yes,
So
yes.
if you're just up and you want to check out some music, feel free to do that. Otherwise, we'll see you in 2 weeks on Talent Tuesday. We'll see some of you this Sunday on the Praise Party. We love you. Peace.